the GenX Glam Gab Channel here on YouTube. It is great to see everyone, whether you're new, whether you're coming back. Thank you so much. I appreciate everyone that scrolls by, stops by, and sticks around. I truly, truly do, because I know there are a ton of choices out there. I'm your host mom in her basement doing a little bit of glam, doing a little bit of gab. I get ready to go somewhere and I press the record button. It's quite raw, it's quite uncut, and I'm coming down with something, and so I'm going to apologize in advance if there's a frog in my throat, or if I have to say excuse me. It's just, I'm going to try and get through this video, and because I'm super excited. It's the weekend, and so yes, I'm getting ready to go run my errands. That's what I usually do on the weekend. Super exciting errands this weekend. This weekend is I'm going to Shoppers Drug Mart to buy raffle tickets for the Spring Beauty Mingle. All the proceeds will go to charities that support women's health in Canada. So it's a win-win for everyone, and I'm super excited to get my name in the raffle to win really nice giveaway baskets. Usually Shoppers give a gift with purchase. When you buy a raffle ticket, you buy one for $10, you get a little goodie bag, and you get a $5 coupon. It's like money. You can use it to invest in another. You can use it to buy stuff. It's like a $5 bill, but it's like a little coupon. So you're really just paying $5 for the money's going towards a wonderful charity. You're getting a nice little goodie bag. And like I said, it's a win-win for everyone. So that's where I'm headed out to today, along with grocery shopping and the post office. But I can go to the post office at Shoppers Drug Mart. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Shoppers Drug Mart is this chain store in Canada. Many of them have post office. That's where I do all my local mailing. Like if I need a stamp or I'm sending out a box or something inside of Canada. They're open on holidays and weekends. If it's a holiday and everything else is closed, you can count on going to Shoppers Mart and buying your gallon of milk or your eggs or whatever it is that you might need. Like when the apocalypse comes, I swear to God, Shoppers Mart is going to be open still. And then there's a beauty boutique. They're independently owned. They're not all the same. They get different stuff from the brands. They have their own unique vibe identity to them. I have my favorites, and I'm headed to a couple today. Yesterday, one called me. I was going to the mall anyway because I wanted to check out Sephora Sale. I'm a Rouge member in the tier program, and so I was gonna go check out the Sephora Sale. I had looked online. I was thinking, I had in my mind I was gonna get a Sephora Faves. You know, the bags. I think the Sephora Faves are a great deal because you can try anywhere from 5 to 12 different brands, depending on what kind of bag theme you're buying. I got the pout bag, so it's 5 new lippies for me. So that's what I was gonna go get. So I'm getting ready to go. I get a phone call. I'm like, I don't get many phone calls. And in my head, I thought, I wonder if this is Shoppers Drug Mart. I don't know why I thought that. I was expecting a call back from not the Shoppers that called me. It was Shoppers, not the one that I was expecting though. It was the one in the mall. I had forgotten a few months back when I was buying a Shiseido product. I have it actually right here. I used it today as part of my skincare. Future Solution LX is the super high end of the Shiseido collections. Here's the Ulta Immune line. I have somewhere around here the White Lucent line. This is their brightening line. They have their Vital Perfection line. Anyway, when I was buying this thing, I was cashing in points. Shoppers, by the way, has a fantastic rewards program where they give you mad offers. Like today, it's 20 times the points on a minimum spend, and eventually you want to redeem these points for more money than they're worth dollar to dollar. So if I save up 200,000 points, sometimes I can redeem that for $300. It's just a good deal. And so on that day, I was buying the Shiseido product. I asked, I was like, hey, when is the raffle? What's happening? What's the skinny on the spring sale? And they said, well, we don't know. We can't sell tickets until every Shoppers gets their tickets. So why don't we just take your name and your number and we'll let you know. And I was like, all right. Didn't think I'd really hear from them because I'm out there at the Shoppers. Many of them, know my name. Talk about the Cheers theme song for us Gen Xers. You want to go where everybody knows your name, the Cheers bar. There are several people out here in my neck of the woods, my shoppers marts, that I want to go there because they do know my name. But I didn't think I was on the radar for this particular one in the mall because I don't go there that much. I've never won anything from them. And so anyway, they called me. I went over, me and the gal. I don't know if I can say her name, so I'm just going to call her Miss C. We went through the 50 bags on the counter that they had prepped. Hold on. Like I said, it was a wash and dry the hair day. And so I've been down here layering skincare, layering color correcting, kind of trying to set my face up to try some of the new Sephora stuff that I bought. Anyway, so we went through 50 or 60, like inspected. I was also on a mission. I bought 11, 4 were colleagues, 4 were earmarked for colleagues at work. So I kept 7. They came. We're going to do this together. Every shopper's kind of packages their goodie bags differently. My favorite shoppers that I can get Guerlain, I have to pay a little extra for the raffle ticket to get a Guerlain goodie bag, but they come in these nice like mesh bags. This is a giveaway actually bag that's going out to Jeanette. I spun this Discord wheel that I created. I put every member on their Discord server, the GenX Glam Discord server, and I always link. I link the invitation to that Discord server in almost all of my videos because I'm trying to grow like the biggest, the baddest like Discord beauty community that exists on earth. And I need people to join. There's 43 of us. When we get to 50, I'm going to do an epic giveaway. Charlotte Tilbury Elf combo care package worth over $300. But I mean, we're at 43. So I was like, that's enough to create my spinner wheel. And so I did. And it was just so lovely. I wanted to spin it. So I spun it and Jeanette won. This is what Jeanette's getting. She knows she's getting it because I've already announced it and we've already connected. But I just wanted to demonstrate like the one shoppers gives away nice little mesh bags like that I repurpose for my giveaways. This particular shoppers gives away plastic bags and then they're sealed with like little ribbons. So I gave the 4 to my colleagues that sent me on the mission. I kept 7. I then dissected those 7 and pulled out all the perfume samples. Me and Miss C, she knew my priority was skincare. So she was into it. She was like, how about this one? We were looking at every single one of them. She was in it to win it with me and I appreciate her. I pulled out all the perfume samples and I left and I put them. I have these bags laying around. I had one at my desk. I put them in there and I'm not kidding you that the perfume samples filled up a bag this size 3/4 of the way. My plan, you're like, what am I going to do with all those? I'm giving them away at the community garage sale. I'm going to tell people to take them by the handful. I'm going to get rid of them because they're flammable and I can't give them out in my giveaways. And so then I got it down to those 7 bags without the perfume. This is what I got it down to. We're gonna make some noise here. Plastic crinkling always makes some noise because I got out my Halloween bowl. Oh dear, lost a few. That's what happens. Stuff drops, but whatever. I find it. Plastic crinkles, but hang out with me. Hang in there rather with me right now, my slimes. My son just taught me that word. It means my friends. Hang in there, my slimes, because look. Boom. How satisfying is this? I feel like it really is Halloween. All right. Tell me that I know it made some noise, but look, I filled up my bowl. This is all the non-perfume. There's makeup, mostly skincare, some hair and body going on. All kinds of great brands. Wow, this is good. This fell right on the top. This Avene. This is a makeup removing mascara gel. Mascara gel. I love this. I got this actually from the same shoppers in a previous goodie bag for buying a raffle ticket. And I'm probably down to about there. I have a lot of cleansers. It says a lot. I am really into face cleansers. I've talked about how when I was a kid, I made my own using the Dove bar, just stay in that tub for like half an hour, 45 minutes, foaming up my Dove bar to get myself like a huge critical mass of foam soap. And I've just always really been into washing my face and making it fun. And I have favorites. And I not only have favorites, but I have a lot of different face cleansers. And I love this one. It even says it's made in France. Anyway, I was super happy to see that. This is a La Roche-Posay. Lots of La Roche-Posay serums, moisturizers, eye creams, SPFs. in this bucket, but this is their thermal spring water. Also have gotten this in past goodie bags. I really like to like spray this on my face like after I've done a face wash just for a refresher. This, some Lancome. This is a really, really nice serum for those of you that haven't tried it. This is an oil from Bioderma. It's like a face body oil. I mean, there's just so much good stuff in here. There's some really, not many, but a few really awesome Clarins samples. This lip perfector right here. Do I have mine out? Yes, I do. Piece of hair, that's what we get at the Glam Station here. I have the lip perfector from Clarins in some pigmented colors in the full size. Love it. I get this shade 20 from these goodie bags, and I've given it away before. I think I've given this away at least to our community once, but during beauty school, for those of you who don't know, it's just this like nice pearl-esque. I love it. And I'm going to tell my story about beauty school, but let me just tell you quickly. The plastic bag that this was in had mostly perfume products, and me and Miss C went back and forth. She's like, you really don't want that one. She's like, it doesn't meet any of your criteria. It's so much perfume. I'm like, yes, but it has the lip perfector and I love it. I don't have it in the full size. I don't want to buy it in the full size. I want to pay $10, get this bag. It wasn't all perfume. There was, I would say it was 50% perfume. And I said, I want to get it. So I did. But at beauty school on my last day, it was a 3-day immersion course, 24 hours? No, 21 hours. It was 3 7-hour days because we got a lunch hour. My last day, I had to pick a look. I had the choice of doing a day, a bridal, or an evening look, like a smoky look, on a model that they provided from the Beauty Academy that one of the hair studiers, does that make sense? You know what I'm talking about. I had to pick a look, and based on everything I learned from start to finish, including setting up my table, dressing my clients, I had to make the look. And so I brought in a lot of my own stuff. I brought in my own, I think I brought in mostly my own of everything. I'm so sorry. It's the frog in the throat. I'm so excited to get out to Shoppers Drug Mart. I just want to get a little bit of makeup on. I want to tell you my stories, and I got to get out the door. I have to get out the door. But I had one of these lip perfectors new in the box. I wanted to do like a little lip mask, you know, before I started the rest of her face. I brought some of my Guerlain. I brought some of my Charlotte Tilbury. And I put actually all the little samples that I use for skincare and makeup-y stuff in a bag like this, in the mesh bag, because I have quite a few of these. And I gave it to my model at the end, and she was so, so appreciative. It was just like, I appreciated her. I think she was done with her class, and she stayed extra to sit and be my model for my exam. So I was like, heck yeah, she was going to get something for it. So that was fun. These are all the samples. I know I'm supposed to be downsizing. I know. But I'm just taking it all in. It's my last Mingle. I've got to leave Canada soon. And I'm going big. That's what I'm doing. So what else? I went to Sephora, but before I show you my Sephora, before I start getting going on Sephora, I want to say I've got some stuff coming in the mail next week that's going to be really fun. e.l.f. dropped a new lip balm. It's $9. It comes in 6 shades. It's got like shea butter, cocoa butter, all this stuff. It does not have jojoba oil. Not quite sure what makes it better than the $4 lip balm they have out, but we're going to see. I ordered that. We're going to try that out. I'm going to get my Ipsy Glam bag and my Glam box next week. I'm going to get some Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to get my new lip oil, which is one of my favorites, which does have jojoba oil in it. It's from their prototype collection, and it's a new shade that they dropped. And my current shade that I have is almost finished. And like I say, the lip oil is one of my favorites of all that I have tried. I think they get me with jojoba oil. And then lastly, P. Louise. My last P. Louise subscription box, because I'm going to cancel that due to my move. I'll pick it back up again in the future. And speaking of P. Louise, and help me out there, especially Cole. I think you can help me out because I know you subscribe. And I think you're in the neighborhood of P. Louise over there in the UK. What's the difference between the mystery box and the budget box? Because I got an email from Ms. Beige Louise. I get tons of emails. I'm on all the beauty spam. It's a good thing. And she said her mystery boxes are back. And I don't necessarily know the difference between the mystery box and the budget box. I'm thinking they're similar, but help me out if anybody knows. So that's coming as well. Let's get into the Sephora makeup now because I do need to get underway. I need to get underway. This is one of those videos that I started. I got through and I was like really proud of myself. The frog in the throat like stayed in my throat, didn't have any coughing fits. And then I had an invader. The invaders are the sweet creatures that live above me in my basement. My teenage sons, my son just wanted to say like, hey, what's up? And I was surprised. Normally I just roll with it. I'm like, hey, what's up? And I thought like the way he said it was like, hey, mama. It wasn't like, actually wasn't like that. It wasn't like, hey, mama, because that sounds very casual. It was like, hey, mama. And that means like, question mark. And I was like, oh dear, need something. And so I was like, whatevs, I'll just start over. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So here we are. Take two. And he still doesn't understand. He's like, why can't you just edit it? I'm like, because that's not what I do. That's not what I do. It ruins my whole rhythm. I just go with it. I got a flow going. No, I didn't like all of that. I was just like, I don't edit. And the reason why is because one, I don't have time for that. I'm a mom in her basement. I work full time. Yeah. And I just don't have time for that. Don't have a team to help me with that. And I like the impromptu. I like how we just keep rolling, even if I know I have to correct myself sometimes in the description. Oh, I do have to correct myself. I pulled this out to correct myself because in a video last week, I talked about Milani's setting spray and I called it the wrong thing. It's a Milani Make It Last Original. This formula is an excellent drugstore solution for the more expensive drugstore alternative to the more expensive Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury. So there you have it. Like I try to come back. If I can remember during the video, I'm like, oh, whoops, I didn't mean to say Clinique. I meant to say Clarence. But you guys get the drift. Nobody's ever complained. So what did I get at Sephora? I got this. I've had my eye on this forever. It is a Makeup Forever kind of all over face palette. I've got 6 shades that I can do foundation. I could do color correcting. I could do warm up my face bronzing. And then I have 6 shades of blush. That looks also like a color corrector. A really nice like lid base. And I've had my eye on this thing for a very long time. So I used my Rouge 20% off, my early access to Sephora sale, and I bought it. And I also bought and I think it's fallen off my Glam Station. It has. Stuff falls. The Sephora Favorites Perfect Pout Lip Kit. Had my eye on this online. Shoot, which one should we do first? My face is ready to go, like in terms of skincare and color correcting, because it was wash and dry the hair day. I think I already said that. And so I've been down here like layering skincare, layering color correcting. Let's give it a refresh. I'm trying to get through this Milk Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. This came in itself came in a Sephora Faves. I did not buy this. So because I have so many setting sprays, they do seem to come with gift purchases. And, but let's just let that sit for 1 second because it has been a minute since I've been, but I'm still feeling like I used Guerlain skincare mostly today, although for my toner, for my serum, for my under eye, but I went ahead and used my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream to get my face ready because I really feel like this is such like a nice moisturizer, but yet makeup sticks so well to it. It has so many primer-esque qualities to it. All right, well, if you're looking for a drugstore alternative to the Milk Hydro Grip Spray, then you should try the e.l.f. Power Grip Spray. This stuff, I mean, it's, try. If e.l.f. is really good at mimicking some of the higher end products out there in terms of formula, in terms of packaging, and pulling it off. So let's go ahead and open up the Perfect Pout Lip Kit. It was 60 Canadian dollars. So I got 20% off that. Why was I attracted to it? All right, let's just take a peek. There is a Rare Beauty. Hello, it helps if I point it to the camera. That's a Rare Beauty lip liner, which I don't have in my collection. Remember, I'm a mom in her basement, just turned 51, going through a midlife makeup crisis, and I am collecting. I have decided to collect, and it's a little bit over the top. That's why I have to do the giveaways to share this stuff out. Remember, there's a giveaway that closes tomorrow, the NARS 5 full-size products. The video for that giveaway is linked in this video description. If you have not entered yet, my slimes, you have to go enter. You have to, because the odds are in your favor. It's like 1 in 20. Be subscribed to the channel, have a USA or Canada mailing address, and just make a comment in that video. So as a collector going through my midlife makeup crisis, I have some Rare Beauty, but I do not have a lip liner. So that attracted me. This is a Tower 28, sort of like lip balm. I don't have that. This is a Yves Saint Laurent. Looks like a mini lipstick. I don't have that. This is a full-size Makeup by Mario lip plumper. I have a mini lip plumper from Makeup by Mario, and I don't like it because I don't like the tingly tings. So I will end up putting that in a giveaway. But before I do it, I feel like I should ask the person. Maybe it'll be in the next Discord giveaway, and I'll just make sure, you know, I'll just when the giveaway winner is proclaimed and we're going through the coordination process of talking about the giveaway, organizing a mail out, I'll be like, by the way, how do you feel about the tingles? And that'll be the person that gets it. And then there's a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. I can't tell from the packaging if it's full size. Why don't I just open it? Like, are you saying that in your head? Like, if you can't tell from the thing, why not just check it out? Ooh, it is full size. It is a full size Charlotte Tilbury. It's in the shade Kissing, which I don't have. Looks to me more like her light. No, it's not in the shade Kissing. It's in the shade Pillow Talk Fair, which I have. I don't know why I read. I have to reread this, but the bottom says it's, because when I looked at it, I'm like, Kissing. Because when I thought I read on the packaging, it was in the shade Kissing, but Kissing. But this is definitely her fair, and I have this already. So this is a duplicate for me. I have to hold on to this. This is Pillow Talk in her fairest shade of the Pillow Talk lipstick collection. Relatively new. I think she dropped that shade within the year. This is the Mario Lip Plumper. Oh, it's one of these where once you spin it up, you can't spin it back down. So I don't want to do that, but it's supposed to be a plumper. We can look at this shade. Looks pretty neutral to me. I just don't like the tinglies. I don't like the tinglies. This is the mini Yves Saint Laurent. Nice. I love that shade of lipstick. I haven't decided what shade I'm going to use yet. Full size. Here, we can use this. How do I get this? Okay, it spins. It's a spinny. I was like, how do I get more product? Let's go ahead and use this. I love this shade. I'll read it in a second. Wait, the Lip Perfector from Clarins is like making my lips, what's the word I want? Holy cow, it does draw. I'm not so good with lip liner. I mean, I just actually totally overdrew. I'm not good at all with lip liner and eyeliner. And it's really hard to do because the Clarins Lip Perfector is just feels so, I want to use the word yummy on my lips, but it's not the right word. It's just making my lips like so moisturized and so like silky feeling that this lip liner's not picking up as well on it. So I'm just going to swatch it on my hand, but look at that color. I love that color. I tried my best. I'm going to go right in. I'm going to go right in with the Tower 28 because I'm dying to see this. It's just a tiny little mini, so this is great. This is purse size. Comes a little balm. If it's this color, if it's this plummy mauve color, holy cow, I'm going to be really happy. I like this shade. I like one of my Clarins full-size lip perfectors is in this shade. It's just, I don't know. It's a shade that I kind of dig, like the dark mauve, almost plum. Oh, it feels really nice too. I think I might, does it even have a scent to it? I don't know what I'm sort of smelling, if it's the lip perfector or what. It's a nice, clean, feel-good scent. I don't know how else to describe it. All right, let's get into this palette. And can I just do one thing? Because I got interrupted by the invader. I did have like a little list of stuff I wanted to talk about. Can I just please, just 1 second? Just let me check my list. Okay. There's giveaways going on. Okay. Talked about that, talked about shoppers, talked about my epic haul and how I'm going out to get more hauls, buy more raffle tickets, increase my chances of winning epic gift baskets, all whilst supporting charities that promote women's health here in Canada. It's a banner day, my friends. It's a banner day. No, wow, I've gotten into this. This is good. This is really good. I talked about I'm done. Like, we're done. We're not done. Let's use this thing. I've been waiting forever for it. And I'm sure that and I actually know if you go on Amazon, this is knocked off. But I was very, very tentative to buy a knockoff from Amazon. Like, I trust Makeup Forever. Like, this is a palette that's gone viral for them. I don't want to dip into it. I'm kind of stalling. So I read up a little bit. It says to make your foundation color, to do your base, you should combine colors that are a little, and they say as well, do your color checking down here, right where your jaw meets your neck. Pick out colors that are a tiny bit shade lighter than your skin. So I pulled out my little tray. Let's pull out a popsicle stick. And trick from beauty school, you dig in with your popsicle stick, you put it on your tray, you take your sponge and you run the product down the sponge, down the popsicle stick with your sponge, and then you apply from there. So we're definitely doing that. When I look at my foundation choices on the bottom, I feel like that's probably too light. But I was thinking I might be a combination of these two colors. So let's dig in. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Once I dig in, it's not as lovely anymore. I'm going to dig in. It's not as creamy as I thought. Okay, I'm just digging in. I'm giving you first impressions. I'm not saying it's cream to powder, but it doesn't seem as creamy as I thought it might be. All right. I've never done this before, my friends. So we're doing it together. And I'm not going to go crazy. I've run it down. Oh, we didn't do the thing down here. How did I do? I mean, I was pretty confident with mixing those colors. I'm not orange. I mean, that, like I did. I swear I put product there. Let's do it again. That's really nice. It's not, when I put it on my tray, I didn't mean to say like, oh, I think it's going to be like pasty or chalky. I wasn't sure. When you're taking this stuff out of the palette, it looked like, what's the word I'm looking for? Ribbon, like a ribbon. Because it makes like, there. Let me see. That's what it looks like. I'm taking out. There we go. I see how I dug in. Oh, I hate that I did that, but I need to put it back on the tray and sort of mix it around a little bit because the instructions said to combine both the colors. And so I am trying to do that without, getting one color dominate over the other. Let's do the other side of my face. Maybe this is a little bit too light. Wow. That is holy cow. This side I was so conservative, but look at what you can do with this. Wow, that is definitely a base. My goodness, I am going to have to be blending my life away. I was not expecting that at all. Look at that. I actually thought it would be more consistency of my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Vanish, which I used to color correct and to brighten. I thought it would, I don't know why I thought the formula would be like that, but it's not. This is much creamier. The makeup, when I dig into these, that initial vibe that I was trying to say is that it's thicker. It's a thicker cream than I'm used to. And especially, again, since I have it in my head, I was thinking that this would be like a full palette of the consistency and cream that I'm used to getting from my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Vanish. And that is just definitely not the case. All right, would I use this on an everyday basis? No. Why? Because I don't use foundation on an everyday basis. Would I travel with this and think that this might be a nice solution to color correcting and, and pops of color because of the blush palette that I have yet to get into? I think so, but I need to work with it some more because what I've used in the past to accomplish that, what I just talked about during travel, and now why can't I find it? You just saw me have the Magic Vanish. Is that Charlotte Tilbury Magic Vanish. It's just a tiny, tiny little compact. But when I'm traveling, that is, if I lay my skincare down, well, that's all I need to create a base. It gives me a smooth base of, you know, color corrected skin and a little bit of a foundation, if you will. It's not a foundation, it's a corrector and a brightener, but something for makeup to stick to, including the powder. All right, but wow, I'm gonna lean in. Do I look smoothed out? This was kind of fun. All right, I'm going back to the popsicle stick because I want to get like right in there, which is like right in here is where I hold a lot of my redness. Made a little bit of it go away. It went on thick. At first, it went on kind of thick. I'm not going to lie. I was like, what did I do? Am I going to be pancake face? But when I take a closer look and I'm trying to lean in to show you guys, I know I got the amateur rig going on here. There's not I'm not pancake face, all right? I'm not pancake face. All right, there we go. Now we do a little bit of a pop of color, but boy, I really hated to dig. It might have been, you know what? I need to warm up my face. I'm feeling a little bit like in person. Let me feel it with my hands. It feels nice. It feels really nice. Does not feel thick at all. I need to warm up my face because I might, the next time I do this, I should add this color down here maybe, or that color. I'm not sure, but it needs, I need a little bit of warmth. So let's just keep going. I hope this isn't too dark. I hope this isn't too dark. I'm going to drag it down. I should have gotten one of my bigger popsicle sticks, but let's just roll with this. Let's see if we can warm up the face. I mean, like I said, the idea behind getting this thing was a one-stop shopping. Get a little bit of a base, color correction down. You've got your deeper shades to warm up the face and some like contour or bronzing type mentality. And then, you know, the blushy colors to give just a little bit of pop of color, and then out the door. I just don't want to be washed out. That's my goal. Just a little bit of something to smooth out my face, diminish some of the imperfections, shades that warm me up, give me a pop of color, and out the door. All right, I definitely need to work more with this. Okay? But you're starting to understand the dealio. It's an all-in-one. You can accomplish your base, your color correcting, your contouring, your sculpting, and you can get a little bit of pop of color depending on which blush you go with. Oh, the quick story behind this. Oh gosh, I don't even know. I have to go. I can't. All right, I went to Sephora. I was at the gondola. I was looking at it. They did not have it in my shade light to medium. They had it in deep to tan. They have a blush palette, and they have a sculpting palette. I asked for help because I knew I needed them to go into the drawer. Lady picks up one of the glow blush palettes, and she's like, here, it was right here. I was like, no. I was like, that's the blush glow palette. I said, I need the Face Essentials palette in the shade light to medium. She goes on the gondola, she picks up the sculpting palette in the shade light to medium. And I said, no. I said, that's the sculpting palette. And I take my nail, and across the gondola, like the plastic thing that says written what is on the gondola, I drag my nail across it. I said, I need Face Essentials palette in light to medium. I said, that's the glow blush. That's the sculpting palette. That's the deep to tan. I said, I need it in light to medium, and never mind, I'm just going to buy it online. Because as I'm having this conversation, the line is getting longer and longer. I'm like, why am I here? I get better samples online. This person, if I would have just, and I don't mean to get worked up because I don't like to judge people. I don't. But it makes me mad because, like, if I would have just accepted, like, say I wouldn't have really known what I was going for. That's why they're on the floor to help you, right? And I would have went and I would have bought the blush glow palette. I would have gotten home and I would have been like, wait, this isn't what I wanted. I wanted the palette that has the foundation and the blush in it. Or if I would have been smart enough to know, wait, this isn't what I want. And when she gave me the sculpting palette, I would have thought, okay, so she screwed up the first time, but like, she's not going to tell me the same thing twice incorrectly, right? She does work there. And taken the sculpting palette home and been like, wait a minute, I don't want whatever it is, what, 3, 6, 9, 12 shades of sculpting products. I wanted the light to medium, 6 shades of foundation and 6 shades of blush. And I just couldn't, and she's like, no. And I was like, listen, because I had already had the Pout Sephora Saves thing in my hand. I just wanted to get checked out, and I knew I would get better samples. I think that's going to be entirely too red, don't you? I knew I would get better samples if I went online, and so I was just like, I'll just go online and buy that. And so I get in the line, and like a couple minutes later, she comes out with the, it's kind of a nice pop of color. She comes up to me in the line with the palette that I wanted. All she had to do was listen to what I was saying. Like I said, this is what I want. I don't see it out. Can you check the drawer? That is how the conversation started. Then she pulls out the blush palette. I'm like, no, that's not it. Then she gives me the contouring palette. I'm like, no, that's not it. Then I'm like, just never mind. I know what I need. I'll just buy it online. And anyway, so she brings it to me in the line, and then I'm waiting in the line, starting to get anxiety because the line's pretty long. Eventually I got pulled out of the line, and I was able to do my purchase at, like, sometimes Sephora is getting a little bit better about pulling people out of the line and doing like a side cash out. Like if you have debit or credit, they can do it. They have these little like sideways side stands where they can cash you out, and they even have their reward stuff there. So if you want to cash in 100 points to get something, they have them at those side stands. Anyway, that's my story. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Let's just do a little bit of setting powder. I know. I feel like everybody might be a little bit disappointed on this video. It's not I'm not feeling my best. It wasn't my first take, but I don't even have, let's add some color. I didn't want to rush through that Sephora palette. That is good. I mean, you may think like, wow, I can't really tell she did anything. And it is kind of messy. Look at that. I've already made a mess, but I've wanted it for a long time, and I'm going to make it work. I do believe it's going to be awesome for travel. I only have so much time to sit here with you. I'm not a guru. I'm not an expert. And so I can't like just make it happen, make the magic happen and like, full beat. That's not what you get here at the GenX Glam Gab station, but I hope you get the gist. This station is about getting the gist station channel. You get the gist of what what I'm thinking, what I'm buying out there in the beauty space, and then maybe hopefully it helps you make more educated decisions, ladies, my Gen Xer ladies, of what you want to buy out there. All right, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're well. I'm headed out to Shoppers Drug Mart. Can't wait to get back on here tomorrow, announce the winner for the 5 full-size NYX giveaway, and maybe another Discord wheel spin winner. I don't know. Show you the haul I get from Shoppers Mart. I appreciate you wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Stay well, take care, and I will see you in the next video.